Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath. It's another one like the other one. Back at it. Back at it. Let's go. How was everybody's week? My week was cool. No complaints. Just goodness. Big G bar. Never lose faith. Prepare yourself. It's heating up. It's heating up. Shalom, Princess Tisa, my sister. How was your week? How was your week, sis? We're gonna get into these scripts. But yeah, like I said, my week, I'm in school, man. I got some, I know y'all been flirting with the carpentry, but I might even go into electrician. I had some. It was funny. Some electricians from Baltimore had came in, and it was all black, and they was telling me about the trade a little bit. I kind of, want to lean towards that. And I got a couple stories for y'all, but it was funny though. Let me tell you a story on my week is blessed, staying the course, counting all joy. Thank you. Let me tell you guys, all praises. We was in the computer lab, and then this Edomite. Okay, so I got a Jake teacher. So we was in a computer lab, and the dude was like, who got there? I guess you need this like electricity or what's it called? I said electricity. What's it called? Electrician card. You need this electrician card to I'm gonna show you how the Most High, all praise to the Most High. I'm gonna tell you guys this. It's all praises. So he said, who got their electrician card? I guess it allows you to get hours or something. And so it's two Edomites. One of the Edomites, he had the card. And then I said, how long have you had your card? And he was like 15 months. I said, you ain't got no work or nothing yet? He was like, nah. So when the teacher was like, who got their card? Because you got to pay like $75 for it. We could have paid for it right then and there. And I was like, and when the Edomite told me he had it for 15 months, I was like, I'm not doing that, So anyways, the teacher grabbed me. He said, come here. So I went outside. I'm thinking I'm in trouble or something, right? So then he's like, bro, get that card. You want to be an electrician? I said, yeah, I wouldn't mind, Why, what's up? He said, get that card. He was like, cause the dude that I was talking to, he only want brothers. I was like, what? He only want us, the Judites. He only want Judah. So he was like, I was like, oh, okay. So I went back in the computer lab, bought the card. Homeboy was like, he called him. I guess the dude got like his own little electric company, and he only want brothers. So all praises. I said, damn, I said, hell yeah. I'll mess with the brother, and he'll teach me how to do all that stuff. But I was like, that's all praise to the Most High. See? It's my second week of school. And even the dudes from Baltimore, it was all brothers in Issachar. It was two Issachar, and all the rest was like Judites. Like it was like 9 of them total. But yeah, they was messing with your boy G Bar, man. All praises. I'm like, yeah. So, like things is looking real good, man. Things is looking real good. Hey, I got this Edomite. Edomite sodomite too. This girl is waiting for me after school over some damn Pokemon cards. She thinks because she sits like not right next to me, like the seat over, and she must have said something about some Pokemon cards or something. And I'm being myself. I'm joking about some poker. I know a couple. I used to play that stuff when I was like 12 years old, so I know the names of some of them. Pikachu and Raichu, Charizard. I know a couple names. So she was hella intrigued and stuff. So she was like, "Oh, you want to go down the street to the card game?" But she was serious though. I'm like, girl, hell no. I'm about to put together this class. I got stuff I got to do. I'm not about to be playing no Pokemon with your ass. It was funny. But she was trying to follow me. She was stalking me the whole day, showing me her little collection and stuff. I'm like, she saw. It's crazy. Asking me how to grow a beard. She trying to be a man. She's like, oh, how do you grow a beard? Or what kind of stuff? Crazy. Shalom, Grace. Happy Sabbath. Shalom. Crazy stuff going on in the world. Andrea. But yeah, school's going well. I'm gonna update y'all. It's 11-week course, 9 weeks, 9 more weeks to go. 2 weeks down. Let's get it. But yeah, so prepare yourself. It's heating up. I got a couple videos. Andrea, what you laughing at? What you laughing at, sis? You laughing at the Sheetamite, the sodomite Sheetamite? That's crazy, huh? You got I'll be having some, bro. I'll be meeting some crazy stuff. The girl, so she was so shy the first week. She was shy the first week, you know. This week she learned about some damn Pokemon, and she is stalking me. I'm going to the lunchroom. Can I sit right here? And look, and this is my such and such. I'm just, I'm trying to be cool, nice. I'm like, oh, okay. And yeah, I'm like, what the hell? And we be warming up. We be working out in the beginning, right? We go walk around this little track, and you already know she walking right there with me. Oh yeah, and yeah, Pikachu, and this one's my car, and I'm like, man. But today was crazy when we was leaving. She literally was waiting for me after school. She was waiting for me after school. I'm trying to talk to my teacher about the electrician dude, the little thing. She's sitting up there waiting. She said, guess where I'm about to go? And I was like, where? She was like, oh, I'm about to go to the car place. And I was like, okay. She's like, want to go? I'm like, hell no. Hell no. If you only knew who G Bar is, girl. But yeah, let's go. I got this other nosy ass Edomite texting me right now. It's nosy Edomite asking me about some damn this job. I'm like, bro, chill out. He want to know. People be asking, how are you able to go to school and do this, bro? From the grace of the Lord. This Christian lady asked me that, and I said, from the Lord, the Most High. And she kind of smirked. I said, yeah, see, you don't believe in the Most High. You feel me? So why are you laughing when I say the Lord is keeping me afloat? But yeah, damn, it's like 10 minutes. I've been running my damn mouth. All right, let's get into some stuff, man. So Christ is mustering the battle. So I'm gonna guess. I got like a couple videos, but I'm trying to think, should I go to my scriptures first? She said, you was like, hell no, I don't want to play no damn cards. For real. I'm trying to be nice too. You're in a school setting. I'm trying to be nice. And I'm not, but I'm just like, nah. You know, she's 18. She's a kid, bro. I'm not no little kid. I don't know. They be thinking I'm their age. It's like all them guys be thinking I'm their age or something. Like, or I'm like near their age. I'm not 19, 18. I'm not even 20, in my 20s. You know? Like, what the hell would I look like going with an 18-year-old Edomite down, she said Chinatown or something, just some card place. Like, what the hell would that look like? Come on now. The teacher was like, "You like Pokemon?" I was like, "Nah." I said, bro, that was like when I was 12 years old, 13. And she said, "He's going to get back into it, though. You're going to get back into it." The Lord will make room for you, for real. For real. Faith has been a big thing for me this week. Right. That's crazy. You got to put that right there. Never lose faith. All you try to put like a banner. I got a couple of them lined up. I just click that. Boom. Never lose faith. That's what you could lose. You could lose everything. But one thing you don't want to lose is faith. We're the children of faith. Let me get this scripture. Isaiah. Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13:4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. This is the part we want. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. So the Most High is mustering the battle. All the stuff that you see, I'm going to show you guys a little bit, videos, and the stuff that you see today, it's all of the Most High. That's why my thumbnail is got, the Black Messiah with the little puppet with the strings, because he's pulling the strings. He's pulling the strings behind the scenes. He's pulling the strings behind the scenes. We just gotta keep our faith and stay up out of it. Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. He said, I will do all my pleasure. He said, I will do all my pleasure. Hey, and then I remember I used to pull you guys up, so if y'all, I know y'all be shy and stuff, but if y'all want to come up and give and say anything, say how your week been, like towards the end, say how your week been, or you got some good news that we can use or something, I'll open that up. Don't be shy. Tisa, Grace, I'm telling you now. So you got time to fix your hair, whatever you gotta do to look real party. Do it. Just in case. If you want to come up and say something. Just want to say what's up. I like to see your face. All right. Let's get it. Let me go to let's go to this. Let's go to the Minnesota. Let's watch this video, y'all. And you know what's funny about this video? Because Esau's getting a taste of their own medicine. You feel me? They're getting treated like Negroes. They're getting treated like Negress. Watch this.
ICE and not letting up out in Minneapolis, and we've learned that
fair act.
There are now
fair use.
Roughly 2,800 federal agents in the city, which is more than double the amount of local law enforcement. CBS News correspondent Lana Zak is there.
Just a block from where an ICE agent shot and killed Renee Good last week, demonstrators filled the streets Tuesday as a group of federal law enforcement detained this man. We arrived as it was happening. with tensions flaring between residents and masked federal officers.
Did you see what happened?
They just stopped him. Traffic.
He was driving by.
Just driving by. And now we've got, how many agents do we have here with their pepper spray in hand, ready to attack us? We're on our streets. They say, get off our street. I pay for this street.
Such incidents occur most every day here, affecting both immigration enforcement targets and protesters.
From my cell, I could hear like wailing and desperate crying of people in the facility.
Patty O'Keefe says she and a friend were following ICE agents on Sunday. When they were stopped, their car pepper sprayed and their windows smashed. Before being taken to a...
See, they getting treated like niggers. She said they got stopped by the pigs, pepper spray pulled out. Hey, you reap what you sow, though. You know, you reap what you sow. And it's like, you know, civil wars coming. Esau getting a taste of their own medicine.
A federal detention center.
3 ICE agents that were in the car with me immediately started taunting me. The driver of the car said, you guys got to stop obstructing us. That's why that lesbian is dead.
O'Keefe says she was held for 8 hours before being released.
Yeah, see? She getting treated. You feel me? Look, he said she got detained and everything.
Stop obstructing us. That's why that lesbian is dead.
O'Keefe says she was held for 8 hours before being released without charges.
What do you say to people who feel like these agents are doing what they need to do, they're following the law, and you and other protesters are on the wrong side of history?
That sound like niggers. Don't it? Being held for 8 hours with no charges. That sound like niggers. Hey, I don't feel sorry for them. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So I just thought that was funny. Civil war is coming. Well, she put the script down. Hebrews 2:18. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are assistance for support in times of hardship and distress. Right. Bring it out. Bring it out. Now look at this. We're going to go to Greenland. So this is interesting too, though. So this is going to strike. I'm going to show you guys this in prophecy about how Trump is trying to take Greenland, and you know, Greenland or Denmark, whatever, is a part of NATO. And they got something called Article 5. I think we went over that a few months ago, where if you attack one member, then the rest of them going to jump on you. So that's going to be interesting because Trump is trying to attack, or not attack, but take them over. And they're saying they're going to defend themselves. So watch this. Let's get into this.
As the Trump administration appeared to warm to the idea of annexing Greenland, the Danish Prime Minister sharpened her rhetoric.
We saw
the U.S. take control of Venezuela in just a few hours. What will Denmark do if the Americans do something similar?
Well, if the US chooses to attack another NATO country, then everything stops. I can't account for what the Americans do, but I can account for what we do from the Danish and European side. And of course, there is full support from the rest of Europe when it comes to the kingdom and the Danish.
She's saying they're going to pop off. Yeah, that's what it's all. U.S. attacking NATO ally would be the end of everything. And I'm going to show you that in the scriptures. And I believe in the U.S. will wipe Greenland out. But that's why they got to get their homies.
Realm, that the borders must, of course, be respected.
The diplomatic spat between the two NATO allies was reopened by this tweet of Greenland filled in with the US flag and the word soon. The image was posted by the wife of the White House Deputy Chief of Staff. But on Sunday, Donald Trump doubled down on the theme.
Right now, Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security. And Denmark is not going to be able to do it, I can tell you.
Semi-autonomous Greenland is on the shortest route for missiles between Russia and the United States, and Washington has a military base there. The Arctic territory is also rich in rare earth minerals. Denmark says it's already working with Washington to boost security in the Arctic. And Greenland's Prime Minister Jens...
Hold on, let's go to this right here. Let me see what she's talking about.
For our next story, let me start with a picture. It shows two dog sleds with Greenland's flag standing in the snow. Ahead, the path splits in two. One road leads into sunlight and clear skies. There's the White House at the end. The other road turns dark and stormy with the flags of Russia and China. It feels a bit like Robert Frost's Road Not Taken, two paths diverging in the snow. Only this time, the choice is not poetic, it is geopolitical. And if you think this is just a random picture on the internet, we say think again. Because this picture was posted by the official White House account. Let me repeat that again. The White House is offering Greenland a Sophie's choice, an impossibly difficult choice with only bad outcomes. A choice that is not America's to offer in the first place. And that was the crux of a meeting that was held yesterday, a meeting that took place at the White House. Representing the U.S. were Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco.
So look, so it says Denmark ready to defend Greenland as Trump mulls takeover. So he said that, so like we went over last week a little bit, they basically is telling Greenland to get down or get laid down. And this is going to escalate because it's written in the scriptures. And that's what we're here for. Or that's what I'm here for, to show you it in the scriptures. Right? So now let's go into the Bible. Let me get Ecclesiastes 3. Look at this. Because to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So it's a time, there's a season to everything. And it's about to be war season. Let's jump to verse 8. Guys, you know, I'll read 2. It's a time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Now, this is the part we want. A time to love and a time to hate, in a time of war. That's what we're coming up on. In a time of peace. And after this last war, there's going to be peace. Right? So that's what we're coming up for. And then let's get this. Now we're going to show you about the NATO versus the U.S. because that's what's going to happen. Obadiah, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. So ambassador going to be sent among the heathen, among the rest of his brothers. What's going to happen? Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Because look, that NATO, the Denmark, Greenland, and all them guys, they're weak by themselves, but they're gonna have to come together. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to be like, man, we got to come together. As you can see, they just said they're going to defend themselves. Didn't they say that? They said, we're going to defend ourselves. That's how you know it's going to escalate. Let me jump to verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. So all the people that they're right now, the U.S. is in NATO. So they're all confederate together. Right? The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, because they're at peace with Babylon, right? You know, they do a lot of business with them. But you can see it's heating up. It's heating up. And prevailed against thee. See? Now you guys just got taken through the future and you've seen what's going to happen. They're going to lose and prevail against thee. They that eat thy bread, as you see Trump, what do you always say? He be getting mad at NATO because he say they be eating the bread. What Trump say? He said they don't be paying their dues. He said they're protecting the U.S. The United States is protecting those NATO's countries for little to nothing. Remember he told Putin, he said I should just let you attack them because they ain't paid their dues. But they ain't paid. It said they that eat thy bread. You know, the U.S. is providing them with a lot of security, a lot of weapons, money, etc. So they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Now let's get. That's in Obadiah. Let's get. Where do I want to go? Let's get Revelation. Now let's go to Habakkuk real quick, because the U.S. is trying to take Greenland. They're never satisfied. And Habakkuk spoke about that. 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. It's talking about Edom, but it's specifically talking about this Babylonian Edom. But the just shall live by his faith. Watch this. This is part we want. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. So Trump is a proud man, right? He went to Venezuela, did what they did. Now he's just trying to take Greenland, and he don't care about nothing. Neither keep at home. See, he neither keepeth at home. It's like, damn, dude, why are you coming over here messing with us? You know, he's always in somebody else's business, in somebody else's land. Who enlarge his desire as hell, because when he goes to your land, he turns it into hell. As you can see, Libya with Gaddafi, Iraq. You know, these people tell you once they come in, they put the democracy in place. Looks like you can see the before and after. It's all jacked up, and it's as death, and cannot be satisfied. He cannot be satisfied. He want oil, gold, minerals. He's talking about Greenland got some rare earth minerals. You know, he's never satisfied. This dude, he'll conquer the earth and he want to go to the moon. Then he want to go to Mars. He'll never be satisfied. See, the Most High programmed him like that. And that's going to be his downfall. That's going to be his downfall. He can't help it. He's covetous. So look, and cannot be satisfied. Damn, the damn Burger King. Man, get this damn Burger King off my joint. See, that's Satan. See, Satan, we talking about him. He trying to put the Burger King up. And cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations. That's how you know it's talking about this Babylonian Edomite, because the Babylonian Edomite is the only Edomite that is the melting pot. And heap unto him all people. See, it's the Babylonian Edomite. The Babylon Edomite. So, yeah, he can't keep at home. He's trying to take Greenland, which is going to cause a super duper Article 5 enacted civil Edomite war. Let's go to Luke. Let's go to Luke 21. 28. What did that say? What was it highlighted? Oh, yeah, this, we need this too. In your patience possess ye your souls. Remember that. In faith. 21, 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, see, we're seeing a lot of things come to pass. Then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemptions is nigh. Oh, I'm gonna get this in my apocrypha in my Bible real quick. Second address. We're going to second address 9 and 3. Oh, he answered me. No, I'm gonna start at 9 and 1. Second address 9 and 1. Yeah, I'm gonna preach it going back to verse 28. Second address chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So we're measuring time. That's what we're doing. We're measuring time. We're looking at the news. We're looking at the signs. That's what it says. And when these things become when these things come to pass, let's carry on. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See, so the highest, he's visiting the world. That's why he got I got the puppeteer. He's making these things happen. Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, we see earthquakes all the time, right? And upwards of the people in the world, you're just seeing commotions of the people. Every day you're seeing Edomite women getting blasted, right? You're seeing them getting getting detained for hours. You're seeing them protesting. Oh yeah, that's why I should have talked about the Insurrection Act. You see Trump trying to invoke the Insurrection Act in Minnesota. So you're seeing a lot of these signs. That's why I said prepare yourself. Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So now we're going to read 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. That's why I said prepare yourself. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Let me jump back to second address 9 and verse 7. I just seen this. Prepare yourself, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. So you're going to be able to be saved by your works and by your faith. I said, never lose faith. Whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So this is second address, chapter 9 And I'm gonna go on to read 9. Some good stuff right here. I haven't read this in a while. Then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. That's why I said prepare yourself so you don't be dwelling in torment, so you don't have to, you just don't want to be abusing his ways. Don't take your grace for granted. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. So we don't want to be in that category. That's why I said, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Because war is coming. Revelation 17 and verse 16. Watch this. This goes back to that the NATO. And the 10 horns, remind me later. In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. See, the 10 horns is the allies. 10 horns is the NATO. And the whore is the Babylonian Edomite, American KKK. It says, then these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. That's the missiles. So that's what's going to happen. Oh, let's get 17. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. That's why I said he got the puppeteers. He's making them do this. He put the pride of them. Remember we read in Obadiah, the pride of the Babylonian Edomites to just want to keep on never being satisfied. And then he made them make that Article 5 where you attack one, you're going to attack all. You know, I think that they're going to attack them, and then I don't think NATO, they're so scary. They ain't gonna do nothing right away. That's just my personal thought. But Trump's gonna be doing them in so bad they're gonna have to. But I mean, it's prophesied. It don't say when, but they're gonna have to help. And they're gonna, it's just like a bully. You know that bully keep taking everybody lunch money, and then you guys just come up and one of them just gang up and sock them in the nose. So for God had put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled. So they gave all their power unto America, and it looks like it's being fulfilled. It's coming up. It's running out. The sandglass is running out. It's running out. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And that's the Babylon. I mean, this place, Babylon the Great. That's punking everybody. That's punking everybody. I'm gonna show you guys this. I'm gonna show you guys this video, this last video. Hold on. This is why they scared. Look at this video. This is part of the reason why they're so proud, because of their weapon.
Now, did U.S. use a powerful mystery weapon during the raid to capture Nicolas Maduro? American forces wiped out hundreds of fighters without losing a single soldier. Now, a new report may shed some light on the methods used by them. According to the report, the U.S. used a powerful mystery weapon that rendered Venezuelan soldiers ineffective during the raid. The report is based on
It says they use a powerful mystery weapon. They're out there using witchcrafts.
account of the night's event by a Venezuelan guard. Now, the account claims that the weapon brought Venezuelan soldiers to their knees. They were bleeding through the nose and vomiting blood. The alleged witness account was also shared on social media by the White House press secretary. In the interview,
look, imagine this devil coming to your country. Like that's witchcraft. How do you go to another country if you like they just dropped down from the damn helicopters and walked, and the soldiers couldn't even defend themselves. They're bleeding out their nose, throwing up, pooping on themselves. They said they was frozen. And it walked through, went to grab your president, kidnapped him, went back up and put him in a New York jail like it was nothing. So this Edomite, he got some damn power.
the guard allegedly described how U.S. forces use technology unlike anything he has ever seen. He said that all their radar systems shut down without any explanation. It was followed by a lot of drones flying over their positions. He claimed that 8 helicopters arrived moments later, deploying what he estimated.
They got some stuff, but they think they're going to be able to fight the Messiah with this stuff, you know, with their little witchcraft. Remember, like in Egypt, how Janus and Jambres was doing their little witchcraft with Moses. It's the same thing, you know. That's crazy.
Were just 20 U.S. troops into the area, but he said that these few men came armed with something far more powerful than guns. The guard claims that the U.S. troops shot with precision and speed. He said, and I'm quoting, "It felt like each soldier was firing 300 rounds per minute." At one point, U.S. troops launched another weapon, according to the guard's account.
It said 300 rounds per minute each soldier. What the hell what is that? 300 rounds per minute? Each of them? What?
It was like a very intense sound wave, and he felt like his head was exploding from the inside. He claimed that the Venezuelan side started bleeding from the nose, while some were vomiting blood. They were unable to move. An estimated 100 Venezuelan security forces were killed in the January 3 attack. The White House press secretary, Karoline Leavitt, has shared the account on social media. However, the White House has not confirmed whether the administration was verifying the veracity of.
Look, he said they was frozen. What the hell? Esau got some stuff. He said it was frozen. He said they was frozen. And look at this. He said a poisonous lethal gas. I think he said it was like some sonic sound wave. Or whatever it was. And what was I about to go to? Oh yeah. See, they think they're gonna use that stuff for Christ. That weak technology. Watch this. Isaiah 47. That's why Christ said this. 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So you ain't gonna be able to put them sound waves or gas or whatever the hell you got for the Messiah and angels. That stuff ain't gonna work. You know how Moses, what was it? A snake swallowed up the rod or whatever, or his snake, or the rod turned into a snake or whatever. His stuff, his God power was better than Pharaoh's witchcraft technology that he had. It's going to be the same thing. But look at verse 12. Stand now with thy enchantments. So he's talking about them with their enchantments. How you could just walk into another country and have the people frozen, bleeding from their nose, right? Shooting 300 rounds per minute. And with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, because they've been doing this since they came into they was thought of, since they built this wicked place. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. So they be using enchantments, sorcery, but Christ said that stuff ain't gonna work on him. He said, I will not meet thee as a man. They're gonna try, they got some better stuff than that, but it still ain't gonna work. But that's why the little NATO and all them guys, they be hesitant. It'll work on them. So they're probably like, oh hell no. Nah. Anybody have us frozen and bleeding and pooping on ourselves. So he said, I ain't gonna meet thee as a man. That little sound wave ain't gonna work on the Black Messiah. But whatever you got that's better than that ain't gonna work. Watch this, Revelation 1:7. Behold, he come with clouds. He coming with the chariots, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Right? And he said, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was. He said, which is and which was and which is to come. Dang. The Almighty. He said, which is and which. I never seen that. I never seen that. Which is and which was and which is to come. The Almighty. He just dropped the mic right there. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come. The Almighty. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Hold on. Revelation 19:19. And I saw the beast. Remember that beast we read in Revelation 17? And the kings of the earth in their armies gathered together to make what? War. Remember I said war season. Make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. So you're going to see they're going to try to fight. They're going to try to fight the Messiah. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrote miracles before him. See, remember you said miracles, enchantments, sorceries. That's what they doing. See, we don't really think of it as miracles and stuff, but what they're doing, just like I'll be looking in the sky, you see an airplane, like that's a miracle to see how that big chunk of metal is in the air that long and it could go to this place, and they got GPS and they can fly it, and there don't be that many plane crashes. That's a miracle. That's witchcraft. With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. Burning with brimstone. Hold on. Let me go back to Revelation 17 real quick. I missed something. Revelation 17:14. Yeah, look, these shall make war with the Lamb. So it's telling you precept on precept. It's telling you who they're going to. It said the one that sat on the horse. Now it's telling you who the Lamb. These shall make war with the Lamb. They're going to make war with Christ. See, these Christians don't never talk about this. Who's going to make war with him? And who's the most advanced? Who got the most advanced weaponry on the earth? It's your Babylonians, your modern Babylonians. It's your Esau, your Edomites. They're the only people. but they call themselves Christians. That's how you know when he said the false prophet was thrown in the lake. It's talking about them. They're the false prophet. It's not that hard to figure out. In these last days, the signs are here. It's easy to figure out. It's not that hard. Everybody say, who got that mark, that ideology of the beast? These shall make war with the Lamb, with Christ, with the Black Messiah, Yahushua, and the Lamb shall overcome them. He just tell you straight up, they're going to lose. For he is the Lord of lords and the King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Don't lose your faith. Come. All praises to the Most High. Hebrews 13:8. Is that he's the same today, yesterday? I'm shooting from the hip. That's just he's the same today. Yeah, Yahushua, the same yesterday and today and forever. Good precept. That's that precept to that. He was, he is, and to come. Yeah. Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines. So that's being, get yourself prepared, for it's a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein. But yeah, he's the same today, yesterday. But yeah, come on. So, you know, that's all I really got today. Little quick, little 1-2. Final thoughts, you know, things is heating up. Continue to watch the signs of the times. Continue to prepare yourself, you know, so you can escape the things that will come to this place, because it's coming. It's coming. It's inevitable. We just gotta prepare ourselves, you know, keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, I'll praise the Most High. Tisa, if y'all want to come up, I'll hit the link. But if you don't, it's good. You know, I know y'all, you know, I know it's late, y'all chilling, you know, y'all chilling. But it's always open for y'all. Or anybody. Positivity. You know, usually people want to come up with some damn negativity, but it's positivity. But yeah, all praises, sis. Don't lose faith. You know, the time going by fast too. Time is going by real fast. Before you know it, you know, we're gonna be dancing in the kingdom, sis. We're gonna be dancing in the kingdom. Before you know it, you're gonna be like, damn, I could have swore we was just oppressed. So, you know, let's keep our garments clean, keep our garments white, and continue to do right. And yeah, the water. Time is flying. Time is flying. You know, like I said, before you know it, we're gonna be dancing. Before you know it, we're gonna be looking at it. We're gonna be clapping. We're gonna be at a damn assembly with Christ. We're gonna be in the damn wilderness, or you know, Christ's gonna be talking about, yeah, you guys go do this, go do that. You're gonna be talking Hebrew. We're gonna be understanding the real Hebrew. We ain't gonna be talking no English. We're just gonna download. We're gonna be talking our native tongue. And this is all gonna be a memory, you know. So prepare yourself. It's heating up. I'm gonna go for about 5 more minutes, make it a full hour. So, Grace, you gonna come up? You gonna come up and bless the people? Tisa, you gonna come up and bless the people? Draw beautiful faces. Going once. Going twice. So, yeah. So I hope y'all have a great Sabbath. Make sure you filled and full. What you been grubbing? What you been eating? What y'all have for the Sabbath? What was y'all? Damn, I'm trying to put your thing on there. Oh, you want to put the link? Grace says she gonna come. Okay, Grace says she gonna come. Yeah, I forgot how to do that. Let me see. Hold on. I'm about to put the link. I didn't even put it up. I think it's Command V. The link's right there. Panda Express? Ooh, I just drove past Panda Express. I was thinking, but I'm trying to stay away from fried foods for the rest of the month. For the whole January, I'm trying to stay away from fried foods. I had a piece of something fried today, but that was just a piece. It was a cheat day, but it was just a piece. But I'm trying to stay away from fried foods for until what's the next month? February? February. Man, I did bad in December, man. I did bad in December. Hit the link, Grace. Hit the link. Hit the links. Grace, hit the link. Grace. I have to fight it out. You gotta fight what out? Oh, figure it out. Oh, you just click it. But she said I gotta fight it out. I was like, damn, you gotta fight it out. What the hell you got going on over there? But yeah. Time is flying. Time is flying. Grace entered. Tisa, what you have? What did you eat? There you go, Grace.
Am I there?
You're in there. You're in there. You're live. You're live on the Gabar Show on the Just Israel show. So, go ahead.
Shalom, that inverted camera does not look great. So yeah, no.
Yeah. Shalom.
Shalom. Oh, I
Sound
can't
like a
hear.
robot. Sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator.
Oh. I can't hear myself, but okay.
She said, Jesus said she had the Chipotle. I'm filled with the spirit and full with your lesson. All praise to the Most High. She had the Chipotle. Yeah. What you get? You got your steak bowl, sis? With some what's that they got? That queso? You didn't get the queso? she got that steak bowl or chicken bowl. I know she look like she got the chicken bowl. But yeah, Grace was good. You got anything you want to say? She chicken bowl. I knew she got the chicken bowl. I knew it. I said she ain't messing with no steak. She's like, nah, I ain't doing no red meat. I ain't doing no red meat. She said, I'm gonna get the chicken. See? And what you get from Panda Express?
I got
orange
my son the what'd you get, Asher? What'd you get from Panda Express?
Orange chicken.
The orange chicken. Orange chicken.
That orange chicken, you can't go wrong with the orange chicken.
We just get the a la carte. He likes the a la carte. That's all. He just. No, I was just reading the. I like the beat reading the scriptures like in the beginning, and just kind of meditating and staying in there and just like meditating and staying on faith. Only because there's just like a lot of stuff going on in life this week and
What, like in the world or just your life?
in life personally.
Yeah.
So
Right.
and I know sometimes, I mean, what was it? Cast off with the mortal
thoughts of man.
Yeah.
Second address 14. I think that's 14. I'm right there right now. Matter of fact. I'm right there on my Bible. It says, second age 14:14, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Yeah, that part.
Yeah, those there's I have a few other and don't gosh, what is it?
Don't what?
Hold on. Let's see. Don't give your mind over to heaviness and afflict not thyself. Don't wait. Give not over thy Ecclesiasticus 30:21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
Yeah. That's why for like depressed people, don't be down talking yourself and just thinking of like heaviness and beating yourself down. Woe is me, woe is me. The scriptures are everything, it's the book of life.
I mean, it's not like so much is like depression. I mean, I know it's like depression, but like with everything, kind of sometimes going on, and you're just at that point and just everything is just coming at you all at once, and it's like, oh my gosh. And then you gotta be like, okay, this is just for this moment in time. And then you gotta start thinking about Job, what he got hit with. And then, I mean, that's why it's written for your learning, and you gotta just really just focus on certain things. And yeah, it's a lot.
Right. It's a lot. But like they say, give his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. It's a beautiful struggle. It's a beautiful struggle.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much just how my week went. So just things are just chugging along, and then just remembered who my father was, and it's like, okay, let's get this. It's the Sabbath. I get to have my rest and just keep pushing, keep enduring, keep going, and let's go from there.
Right.
That's it. That's all.
Yep. All praise to the Most High. Like I said, happy Sabbath to y'all. Enjoy y'all. I'll go ahead and remove you. Everybody, clap it up for Grace for coming on. Appreciate her. You know, all praise to the sister. Send prayers up for the sister. You know, hopefully she enjoy her Panda Express teas. Enjoy your, if you didn't eat it all, enjoy your Chipotle. And, you know, all praise to the Most High for, you know, for your guys' meal and being able to even buy your meal, you know, provide for yourself. So, you know, all praises to the Most High. Yahweh Shem, Yahushai Barakatha, Kwam Yasharala, Kwam Yasharala, Rise Israel. And I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. All praise. Enjoy your Sabbath. All right. Shalom.